Wait.
Which story about me is...
Don't run off.
It cannot be.
It's neither fair nor foul.
Haste.
I sleep with the fishes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Quick time.
Healing power. Death.
Dire structures are fortified.
This battle is far from over.
A pointless life.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Come on, sprites. What's on
Radiant's
your-
middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Hell's gates swing. Triple kill. Two warriors fall. You are most welcome. Ultra kill. Unstoppable rampage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Where are you going?
When you get to hell.
You're finished, Demon Witch.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You think I blunder? You must have mistaken me for Kunkka.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
My sprites are hidden. Death bubble.
Monster kill.
Blessings.
Triple kill!
Roshan has taught him to the dire.
My hands are tied. You die when...
Healing power. I guess the good do die young.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Back to the roost.
To all betrayers! Your death approaches!
Where are you going?
Opposite of regicide?
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Triple kill!
As was made.
Dire victory.
Chase the enemy heroes. They're difficult to deal with and difficult to kill. I don't know if Keen can stop them from running at them with a Prophet. Was he going to sprout somebody?
No, not of HP. And the reason for this is because he walked into the high ground, and it tells you when you get hit by the tower where the ward vision sees you up to. And so now he knows for a fact that there's a ward here, so he instantly pings. And he was like, yeah, exactly.
Over the top bounty rune, we are going to have a fight breakout as it looks like the Winter Wyvern does manage to get in front of the Rubik, drops down to Earth,
dead.
blocks him, and that is going to be first blood for Crystal.
Benno's a really weird hero for me, because when he's in the meta, he feels so good. Like back when his talent tree was just the best in Dota, the uncontested best. Now it's not like as broken, and it's a little bit more interesting. Like you can go for the Gale hero impact. I think that's what Matu goes for often is old 11. Taking a lot of damage here. One more right click from both might do this.
Oh, yes. One more shot, that's it. 2-0 now. See, this is the problem that we were talking about earlier about like dual lanes. Because the one thing I did like about the Venomancer is,
I'm not sure.
because I know I've seen so many Embers in like the hot thing right now. Max out Sleight of Fist, amazing ability. Kaka's going to be got here in the top lane with a double damage on Chu, but with the Fate Bolt as well as a little bit of help from Dark, they might be able to trade off supports here. Sure enough, Chu is going to die. The tri-lane versus tri-lane, and that's the thing, right? We talked about, like, we referenced it. Everybody right now, like, dual lanes, you're matched up against a dual lane, just go for the tri-lane, you're gonna win.
I think that the Brew might want to think about, I think maybe he should have skipped the wave. Just like even it out and say like, screw it, we'll trade farm. Veno for Brewmaster. I think Brew is such a good offlaner right now.
Oh, well, that answers our question about chains.
He's got him.
You get him. You get the chains and kill that. Especially given its signature hero for Magical.
And we just saw Magical work everybody last game.
Catch again. And with Kaka here as well, he's going to go for the telekinesis, toss back, Fate Bolt does hit, and Magical now pops a refraction at the last second, tries to get a tree planted to be able to block in Yi, but misses, and as a result, he will be able to get out.
Kaka's...
Remember when Misery was talking about some support player, and he was like, this guy's so good, he's like, stacking at 35 minutes in.
He was talking about
What was that?
He was talking about the Crystal Maiden player on SG Sports. Oh,
running down, Blizzy. What a big kill. He just goes from killing the Templar Assassin, rotates down to bottom, and
yeah, this is max efficiency. But yeah, he was talking about whoever the Crystal Maiden player was on all that thought is Dark.
We're not going to talk about it ever, apparently, because we're just going to keep having action. Dark gets off the kinetic field, but doesn't block either one of these heroes, and that means he's going to die. If he had gotten it a little bit farther forward,
Poor player willing to stack at 35 minutes, like, you're trying to win Dota.
And I guess that's the point I was trying to make, is like, a really good players, like, never stop with the basics, you know?
Yeah, that's
never
actually
stop
really cool.
trying to go for the denies. Two, he's going to be able to get the initiation onto the Furion. There is something about this, like, once the supports leave, this Furion can't just die over and over again. And we're rapidly seeing that not only is Zero free farming, but he's getting the +1 off of these hero kills. But back over to mid lane, it's all good, I guess, if top is dying, as long as you're killing mid over and over again. And that's what's happening here. The tower aggro goes on to him, but he managed to disjoin it with the remnants and will be able to kill that Lion. Double for him. Old11's going to show up and try and put some pressure. Save this tower, but Blizzy's going to roll up and just wham.
11, your presence was absolutely not do whatever he wants. Like, he can just like flit from lane. It's
So the
really
person
easy.
who actually is getting farm out of it, use that farm to help others.
Yeah.
Dark did not lock out Magical again. He will die.
Like, the good news for Navi is they're still stomping top lane. They're just Donkey Kong style, like, sitting on their heads. Old 11's gonna get gone on again. The Hex is here from the Lion 2. Should be more than enough damage. One more swipe will do it, as Old Chicken's gonna rotate up, but Crystallize with the instant TP, no throws from him. The Rubik's gonna come in too, just a second too late. And that is really nice. The fact that they were able to force that rotation, as we're gonna see something fly.
Oh, goes a little bit too far. It's just the
Is he gonna hit him?
Chu
First coming in, though.
It's going to be a very easy kill. Or maybe it's not. They're actually running out of damage. Old Chicken is actually tankier than I gave him credit for. Finally, he does die, but it costs the Brewmaster so much time. And now with the Ember Spirit already making his way across, he's going to be able to catch one support. And Blizzy, who had committed all that time to the Venomancer, is now out of position and going to be eventually brought down, it looks like, by
Just keep eating trees, buddy.
The attacks from the supports and the top laner.
Look at this. He's trying to go for the Tokyo Drift.
Radiant's bottom tower
Trying to juke
is
him
under
out.
attack.
It's always going to be the thing, because they've got Furion and Ember, both who can move around the map and defend.
This Kaka, he knows. He's waiting in the tree line here. Is the Ursa gonna pop the
Full
ulti?
telekinesis, they will be able to throw the Ursa away from Old Chicken. And now the Sprout, as long as he lands the Gale, well,
He didn't.
Chu may still die anyway, especially, yeah, look at Ember Spirit. He knows Chu's dead. He's like, I don't even need to bother with this kill, honestly. I'm just going to kind of hide my positioning and look for the next.
The real downside of Ember as a hero right now is like he doesn't really provide anything for the Roshan. You do this like 90 base damage, and I just right click it.
Let's see. Gonna turn and fight here. Misha's actually gonna be caught by the Static Storm of the Disruptor, brought him back, and it looks like Chu's gonna get picked off as well. So all supports are dead. Blizzy will be sure.
game's not done yet. This is the better way to put it. As Dark's gonna get run into here. Now Emperor comes in.
Yeah. He came in and went out.
He's gonna poke.
Yeah.
You've been poked.
That is a lethal poke.
Oh, Misha. I was so sad for you. You saw
Smoke up. Do we have the Deso? We have the Deso.
I was wondering why everyone in chat kept saying like Nisha left secret for this, and I realized they're like joking about Nisha.
Oh. Back into his doom here. They had the Deso. They smoked up. They can't afford to lose this fight, but it looks like it's still going to be kind of okay if they can actually get more lockdown. But and Blizzy,
get out of here.
Be okay.
There's only so much you can
toss
take.
a little boulder.
Please.
Oh no, there's an Orchid, and look at that. He just goes to the back line straight for the Winter Wyvern. Misha, he thought he was safe, like, you know, leagues and leagues behind his tier 3. But he still almost dies as he limps back to the cells. They don't need to stop Navi from doing it. They're just going to end the game.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the game's just done. The laning phase was so...
Did you see that cut? What did you... What? He stole Primal Split. What a sick... that's that...
Just use it right now, Taka.
Yeah, just get it off. As long as you don't...
He's gonna get fingered.
Oh, Kaka, no! Good force tap down to the low ground from Old Chicken, but they still want to play some Dota here. They can definitely still fight. And so they're just going to turn their attention to that melee Rex. Can they finish it off in time, or are they going to be punished by Navi? Or is Navi not going to try and fight at all? They're just going to give up that melee Rex. They really just can't do anything. No Brewmaster Split, no Winter's Curse. There's just no form of initiation as a result.
Absolutely dumpster 2 lanes.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
That Ember Spirit heat map. He's been all over the map
Everywhere.
as we're going to watch him kill the Winter Wyvern in the river.
Oh,
Misha. Kill that bounty room.
Dude, that's the highest expected.
Yeah. You think he's worth less than a bounty room? Probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Magical's going to get pulled back. That's what it was. They were trying to do a glimpse play with the ward. They were trying to get some sort of vision for a glimpse. That's what it was. I was like, what's all she doing? Oh, what a setup! What a gank this is! Oh, the 11 may still be saved here by Kaka. The telekinesis is going to toss down into the Ursa. Now they're going to turn onto the Ursa with the Orchid, surrounded by treants. He's going to die. Chu barely makes it out with a TP.
I'll tell you guys, this game was never in doubt.
Okay. Cancel that TP real quick.
As I say that, Navi's about to make the sickest comeback of all time.
The one-man smoke from Misha. He's going to show up. Winter's
Let's go.
Laid onto the Furion, but Venomancer doesn't do that much physical damage.
Here's the
Held up
comeback.
with the TA. No, it's still not enough. He's going to be telekinesis. Toss it to the Ursa. Once again, the Ursa is being kited around the kinetic field. It's played perfectly by Dark. Crystallize finally gets on top of some heroes, but he's already dead. Blizzy, he's going to run out of the Primal Split soon, and he's going to find that he won't be able to escape either. Look at that beautiful Sprout blocking him in. Oh, stop it, Yi.
Venom Ward
Stop it.
doesn't even give him the respect of the right click.
Mass buybacks from Navi. Now they're going to still try and catch Keen Gaming. But again, how can you really get on top of this, especially with Glimpse back onto Magical? He's no longer in this fight with 2-man Gale set up, and the Ember Spear jumps right onto those 2 heroes. Crystallize gets disarmed and poked apart. Keen Gaming. I mean, we said they were kind of like the favorite going into this tournament. They lose game 1 to Navi. We're talking about like, man, this is a Navi that could go all the way.
He was caught in that static storm. He was melting really quickly. Later on in these team fights, pre-BKB, there's a lot of ways for them to break that refraction.
I doesn't tell you that I played DP versus TA all the time.
I mean, you could make us look better. Dark comes in as a double damage, so he sees the opportunity to get some free harassment on Magical. Tries to get the denied weaknesses and toss back here into the Tiny to get the Avalanche combo, but Misha still had a Fairy Fire, so he's going to pop that, turn, kill Kaka. He's probably going to die here, but they managed to get the first blood, and that is the important part. Crystallize once again. Is that the...
Really confused. You know, it's low effort, but that's the chat. But, you know, it made me chuckle, so I'll give them a shout out, everyone that does it. And then, you know, they'll continue to do it, because they know that I'm reading it. And it's a self-serving cycle. You guys, sometimes it doesn't make me laugh, but that one was it was wholesome.
It looks like the Death Prophet TA matchup is going pretty TA, slightly up right now. 4 or 5 TA.
I think that's sort of expected as Chu's getting low. His Earth Spirit is
gonna die.
dead.
Prizes must suffer.
Did he? I heard a sound.
I heard a sound.
You would have gotten the kill?
Well, it keeps on going for like the boots first, and I can kind of see it. It's just the fact that Dark also has it. Toss up in the air. Misha, once again, the tanky support is going to survive long enough to be able to get off his arsenal of spells, but this time around, it's looking a lot more difficult for Crystallize to be able to get that counter kill. He can't even try for it. Magical's going to be run out underneath the tier 1 tower. Doesn't die to the Crypt Swarm, though, and will be able to reset. The 5-minute battle room is going to be snagged up by Dark. Once again, Keen Gaming get 3, but it costs them Dark's life.
With the crit. So they gotten 6 out of 8 now?
Indeed.
Bad, not bad.
Maybe that's
Bounty
part of the
Rune Gold.
reason.
Did you see
They're
that?
up by 1K.
1350 versus 450. Pretty massive. Thank you for putting that up for me again, JJ.
And that is exactly how much
Skelly Bros. Get him!
Crystallize wisely cutting through the trees is going to reveal Kaka, who's trying to get a healing salve off, and there's cancel that healing salve, but it looks like maybe just enough regen here for Kaka to be able to get back until he's hit by another Rayfire Blast. But that toss in may actually get the kill on Crystallize, but he de-aggroed so well that Crystallize will actually survive here unless a toss. He just needs the vision, but he doesn't have.
And instead he goes to the Roshan. It's like always thinking a step ahead, always making like the next play. What he's doing right now is he's going to try to go on Misha, who's most likely dead.
TA trap is just not going to slow him enough, especially with the enrage.
Oh, now Rubik's, yeah.
That's what TAs do all the time.
What I'd love for what I'd love for the Rubik to do is just.
This is questionable. I can't believe Keen is doing something like this. Exodus is pretty much all by himself, and sure enough, Navi, they're just going to try and swarm in, beat down this Death Prophet as quick as possible, and they will be able to do so. And now, with the Death Prophet gone and Blizzy having used the ultimate, they're just going to try and catch for more. Blizzy is going to run that Storm Panda out. They're going to be able to go on the Tiny. Oh, All Chicken Ass actually going to turn and see if he can maybe fight this, trying to protect Old 11 as much as possible.
Got an Aegis.
Starts laying some damage on a Magical, but oh, what a beautiful sick Static Storm. Crystallize is going to lose his first life, and Magical is going to lose his only life if 11 has any more damage, but he's actually limping away. The support see it, though, will be able to finish him off, and Crystallize, he comes right back into his doom. There's nothing he can do to get out of here, and the
finish them all.
Execute you as well. What a big turnaround from Keen. Navi, they just got greedy. They thought
that Death Prophet, once Blizzy's ult was out, there was almost no way that they were going to win that fight. As
nice.
This ward, that's such a good ward.
Dark, I apologize for everything I said about Game 2. This guy is...
Time for a dirt.
Unfortunately, making it easier for the core to get pickoffs. They're pulling Old Chicken around the map, making it just get like these solo kills and win team fights.
The support's rotating into mid, and Old 11 doing the same. Like
look at bottom right now. Crystallize, they know he doesn't have ults. And Dark's going to set this up. Trying to split.
He's just trying to work his way over to Crystallize. He wants this big core kill, but instead, he's just going to have to accept Misha's death instead.
BP is going to scale really well. And I could still see Navi winning this. It's just not very easy.
For sure. Especially if the pickoffs just continue.
Wards actually helped them.
Yeah, it kind of did. Get the ward! Get the ward! Oh no! Dark denied it! Dark denied even the ward! New skeletons, I hated them a lot, but they are really good for that situation of split pushing. They're so good at being on.
Here's the split.
Alright,
want to take this fight?
Once again, gets in a position for a good primal split, but can Navi actually win this fight? Kaka is going to be in some trouble here. The toss up on the Death Prophet, now they toss him back down, but they need to be able to focus him, but they just don't have the damage to instantly burst him down. He's staying alive a little bit longer, and that's so much damage coming out finally. It does end up going down, but Old Chicken is still going to be trying to carry out the rest of this team fight, but he gets caught up. The BKB is now worn out, and he's just getting kited around, pops in rage, kills one, turns around, trying to finish off Crystallize, but look at that armlet toggling too. The glimpse back, they're just trying to protect Old Chicken at this point in time, but Chu, he's not going to let him get away. He keeps on getting the boulder onto each one of these heroes, slow down the two. Dark, he's going to get hit by the Rayfire Blast, which should take him out, especially with Chu. A slow roll, but the slow roll wasn't enough. Now he's going to get tossed back in. Oh no! 11 doesn't get Dark. The support back. Oh no, it does nothing! It does nothing! Oh, no. 100 IQ play, 100 IQ play.
God, Misha, get out of there! Get out of there, buddy! Oh my god, he thought it was one-shottable, so did we! how wrong we were.
Isha thought he had a real wrinkly.
I really want to reach shot for this, but let's just pop up. That Jakiro has level 1 liquid fire and has 79 base damage.
Oh no, Kaka, he stole Ice Path from that too. So not only
Oh my god, you got him. Go. Smoked up. They want to take a fight and go into Roshan. The best part is
running to Crystallize, and that is not the best hero to be able to initiate on. He's got that reincarnation. They're going to try and deal with him as quick as possible.
They can get rid of the first one.
It's so easy. But Chu, he's going to be able to get a nice roll into the back line, try and get onto Kaka. Blitz going to join him. The Static Storm is going to whiff completely in Dark. Doesn't really get the lockdown he was looking for, but the fight is split enough that they can just turn, focus on Chu. Now they can go for Blizzy as well. Kaka has managed to steal the clap. He's trying to run away from Blizzy.
He's just out of range.
The kinetic field holds in.
Get clapped, don't get clapped.
Kaka, get out of there.
Come on, Kaka. He's got cheese now and a BKB. Now I'm liking his build.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the value part. I think that's really cool.
11 is 99% dead here.
What's he doing? We have Wraith King skeletons. I don't really want to fight them. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, I think this is actually the correct play, considering they're not going to win a 5-on-5 engagement right now. And being able to trade like this isn't bad. This is going to force Keen entirely back.
Actually going to die?
Oh, boy, they can catch at least one here.
Kaka.
That was a great play by Magical.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
that was the best situation.
Third item, like your armor.
Just need a tank. You need to outlast some fights to be able to win a fight. This is the move.
Not a rating
here. There.
This is going to be pulled back, trying to get off his own. It's going to be silenced by the Death Prophet.
That's pretty huge. They can at least try to force buyback here, potentially.
What is this? Are Navi like trying to call Team Gaming's bluff?
Okay.
Trying to see if they'd actually go
high ground
mid?
This is the easiest high ground I've ever seen.
And Old Chicken's like, this is a weird thing. They're probably wrapping around on it, so he positioned himself on the high ground. That forces Navi, excuse me, all the way around. And by the time they actually get here, the barracks is almost dead, but so is the death. They managed to get him so quickly. That first damage, Misha in the back line does survive against
you gotta get out now.
Initiation. And now Kinetic Field trying to block all these heroes to see if they can get out. Kaka goes for a very optimistic TP, doesn't make it away. And Dark, he's gonna be hunted down by Blizzy as
got 11-2. This is a 4 for nothing. And it all comes down to Yi being actually is kind of just doing his own thing. And it's really hurting his team.
30-minute bounty runes. Crystallize, who has a reincarnation here.
A BKB was pop for this.
BKB for this. Old Chicken is really trying to push this one. Will be able to take Dim down. Okay, but then you have a Death Prophet with no exorcism. They're going to pop another BKB now. Okay, they do manage to get a sentry out, catch out Blizzy here potentially. Do they have the styles to be able to control? Blizzy's trying to walk back with that BKB still activated on the Death Prophet. It looks like they should be able to get him, but they're going to die as well as the Disruptor. Death Prophet's just got to get out of here. Old 11 definitely dead. Nice path. What a beautiful ice path. The follow-up roll in from
Isha's revenge.
What is going on with Keen Gaming?
Why did he popped BKB to so really significly? What is it, like 1K? Not significant anymore.
Yeah, not significant anymore. That over
their tier 3-2.
Over in position, they're like, the siege wagons will handle it, so they immediately take a shrine off that tier 2 now. And King is gonna land. It barely gets him. That was
gold.
The last half second for sure.
Is that the net worth lead change? Yup.
That is.
Or get bursted. You'd almost always be able to pop your BKB and get like 3 Spirit Siphons off because of the nature of Navi's cores being like so melee bases.
Oh no, Old 11. He gets caught here. I love the fact that, by the way, when Crystallize linked in, he attacked rather than trying to go for the Wraith Fire Blast.
I can't even believe, like that bottom play when they just went on the Wraith King, they were still up like 7k gold there.
Old 11.
Okay.
He's gonna make the initiation and tank it with his face.
He is mega dead as Misha's revenge. You guys want to know where they're at?
I'll show you where they're at.
It's 5,000 gold now, dude. Just like a 20,000 like swing total.
That's another tier 3. And a range racks.
Oh my word.
And a melee rack.
This is a collapse if I've ever seen one. Like, yes, Navi played well to like come back into this and they took advantage of stuff, but
telekinesis into Ray Fire Blast. Old Chicken's gonna be able to get the Basher. If it's a play, lock him down. Can they actually finish up this Aegis? Reminder, it's still just an Aegis, so Keen Gaming cannot overextend themselves here. That's.
I think with like a minute and a half left to go, you probably go. It's probably the ideal timing of this.
Oh, your locket doesn't protect you against this!
Come on, man. You need an
Had this
assist.
conversation!
He's got it queued up. Come on.
Okay, the stolen ice path from Kaka will give them a window to initiate on the Templar Assassin. Once again, they're going to try and burn this Aegis as best as possible. Magical, this time will lose it. The buyback comes out from the Death Prophet. They know, especially with another ice path,
That's
they're
an opportunity
for this one. They're going to be able to get on top of these heroes. No exorcism. The exorcism is actually out and doing some decent damage, but he's got to stay away from this Templar Assassin. The ice path, it's going to be able to save Yi for a little bit longer. Can he actually get out? Can he kill the TA? The glimpse back pulls him out, but a whack with a big crit knocks down the Death Prophet. Ursa's now going to be forced into a buyback as well. A two-man ice path. Kaka just keeps laying it down, but his cores, they can't follow up. They didn't have the damage. They're dying left and right, and it looks like Navi at this point, with 80 seconds left on a Death Prophet, they're just going to wipe through the entire thing.
Looks like they passed the cheese to the Magical as well. And you've got 2 salves on Amisha. He's anticipating.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They're going to stick around. If anybody takes too much damage, he'll heal him up. No problem. Somehow Keen are going to have to poke and poke and poke and get some sort of beautiful initiation. Old 11's got to get it like some sort of sick toss back to stop this one. He's going to go for it. The Templar says him instantly. Nice play. A beautiful ice path once again to try and protect Old 11. Glimmer Cape will help him out, but Navi
Gotta fight before Megas.
Hero kills anymore. They can just go for the Megas at this point. Chu almost getting bursted down by that Ursa. They're going to be able to focus on that range track. That's going to be the Megas at this point. Keen Gaming, you can try and face up against Megas if you want. This is looking like a fight you honestly can't win. The Reincarnation, round 1, is going to be down BKB. They're both going to pop it and just turn and fight against each other. But the help of Magical, once again, and the bully again. They just don't have that instant disable to be able to stop him from getting some distance away. The pullback of the Glimpse is going to be denied by the BKB.
That is,
It's like the graph is trying to dip below 100%. It's trying real hard to go to 101.
as the Bruce Blake comes in. They're just trying to hold the TA back at this point. Filtering.
Oh, what? A Force Staff denies the toss back there of the Tiny, and now with the Spirit Vessel on him as well as Blizzy. And okay, that's going to be the Wraith King losing his first life, it looks like. Old Chicken didn't have to commit too much for that one. Now he's going to pop his BKB for the second life. Our Death Prophet's trying to get in there with the Spirit Siphon. Now the Exorcism going out, but Old Chicken is going to run out of HP soon as the Enrage is about to fade off, and Magical makes short work of him. And at this point, he isn't even being targeted, and he's not doing anything to Navi.
And I hear the Navi claps. They are so hyped right now.
Old 11.
Look at that. They know they got away with murder in this one.
Oh.